So I'm just going to wait for everybody to join in. So if you're watching this and it's not live, I'm waiting for everybody to join in. Working on getting the Honda back up. Got the new video I'm shooting right now. But I want to talk about a couple things first. But I am shooting a video right now. I'm basically, going to be showing you guys the new performance part that I got installed here, which is the header, and another performance part that supports it, which is going on. What's up, Hemi Muscle? So yeah, I'm working on the Integra Type R right now. I'm a firm believer, and I mean a firm believer in a guy like myself, or any car enthusiast working on his own fucking shit. Like, I don't really pay anybody to do my shit for me if I can help it. I just love working on my own stuff. I got all kinds of stuff going on under here. New video going up tomorrow. Yeah, so I got a lot of good stuff going on. The Type R's got some new treatment. I'm filming right there's the GoPro. The header's on. Everything looks really good. I had to get the motor mount inserts in. They were a fucking bitch to install, but I've done them so many times. Can't really tell right now, but the motor mount inserts are right up there. But the new video coming out, it's gonna be really cool to see that video. But yeah, I got a really cool topic to talk about today. What's going on, Styles? Chevy Man. What's up, Daniel? I'm going to dyno the Integra Type R. If you guys have known the RSX for a while, they usually put down 165 to the tires stock. Whereas the Type R's usually put down about 180, 190 stock because they make more power. Some of them even make damn near 200. It's kind of a factory freak situation. But yeah, I'm going to probably dyno it. I'm expecting 190, but with my cold air intake, the header and the exhaust and the K-Pro, which I'm getting, which you're only going to know in the live video. That's coming up soon. K-Pro is coming. They make about 230 to the wheel all day with just the K-Pro and the bolt-ons. I'm not going to do any cams yet because I'm deciding on cam or supercharger, but I'm working on that now. And of course, for all my Mopar fans, there's the kitty right there. She's a dirty little bitch. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely love driving this. So what I'm going to do is I want to talk about something really cool I got going on here on Saturday, which is tomorrow actually. I got a car meet, so if any of you guys, any of my subscribers want to meet me, come see the Durango or the Type R Integra. I'm going to be at the Menlo Park Mall tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So Menlo Park Mall in New Jersey, which is in Edison, New Jersey. Macy's upper parking. We're going to be there, me and the car club. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, and it's going to be in the high 30s, low 40s all day. It'll be nice and warm until about 10 o'clock. Then it's going to get really cold. But if you guys want to meet me, check out the cars. This will be a chance for anybody who's local enough to do that. It's going to be really cool. It looks like there's going to be at least 20 or 30 cars out there or more. My car club's going to be there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't know if I'm going to have the kitty there or not. I might, but a lot of people want to see the SRT Durango. I'm going to bring the Type R for sure. But yes, Joel, I'm going to have many meets. Me and my club host a Cars and Coffee in Freehold, New Jersey every month in the spring, summer, and fall. We also have car meetings at Menlo Mall every single Tuesday. And not only that, we also have meetings that we go to on Mondays at the Linden Aviation Plaza in Linden, New Jersey, and then we're down at the Woodbridge Pizza Hut across from the Woodbridge Mall on Tuesdays, and we go to Home Depot on Fridays, and we're at Hooters on Sundays. There's a lot of spots. Last year, you guys didn't get a chance to see all the goodness because I didn't have a channel, but now that I've got my channel up and running and I'm going on 7 months in the channel, my subscriber count's going up, and a lot of people want to know about these meets. So I'm all over the place in the spring and summer. If any of my subscribers are in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, or Tennessee, I drive through those states to go to Florida every year for vacation in April. So I'm going to be in Florida for the first week of April. I'm talking. It's in the works right now, but I'm not 100% sure. But I might be going to see Todd. If you don't know who Todd is, he's SRT Mush. I might be stopping by to see him in April to review his Demon. So that might be coming up as well. And to let you guys know, a little update. Thanks, Jose. I got an email. Believe it or not, I got an email from Doug. 100% stoked about that. Doug DeMuro emailed me. So that's really, really badass. Yeah, and Todd just got it a few days ago. I saw the post. It was really, really fucking epic. But yeah, Doug DeMuro actually emailed me, and Western Canada, that's pretty far. British Columbia or Alberta. Yeah, so Doug DeMuro emailed me. He's going to be reviewing the car, I think. He told me he's very interested. So it looks like if he reviews the car, and that just brings me to that next question, Hemi. If he reviews the car, I'm gonna break 100,000. He's got 1.3 million. If he reviews my car, everybody's gonna see the car, and breaking 100K is not gonna be hard. I mean, if you guys don't know, Street Speed 717 had 40,000 subscribers when Doug DeMuro reviewed his Hellcat, and he went from 40,000 to 180,000 in less than a year. So that's 140,000 subscriber jump in 1 year, because Doug has a lot of subscribers. But that's not really the only reason for me wanting him to review the car. I actually just want to see what he thinks. I want just him to make a video of my car. Now, I'm not 100% dead set on the Trackhawk. I'm really, really considering getting the Corvette ZR1 or a C7 Z06, or to be honest, even getting a ZL1. I really fucking love the ZL1. They don't put as much power down as the Hellcat. But I just love it. And I would like to get the ZL1 and keep the Hellcat, but the only way that's going to be able to happen is if I hit 150 plus. I'd have to be 150,000 or above. So if I hit 100,000 subscribers by my birthday, I'll get one of those cars I talked about. But if my subscribers want to see me keep the Hellcat and get another car, then we'll just have to wait till I get 50,000 more, because I'm gonna have to be at least 150 before I'll be able to keep the Hellcat and the Durango and the Type R and get a Trackhawk or a ZL1 or something. Very, very doable though. I mean, I'm growing right now at a rate of 300 to 400 per week or more, and that's a lot for a channel of my size. In fact, most YouTube channels that have less than 10,000 only get about 20 subscribers a day, and I'm doing anywhere between 40 and 100. So my channel's growing rapidly. All my subscribers are sharing the channel. But no, honestly though, guys, you know, there's so much content I want to show you. That basically, here's the preview of what I want to do if I hit 100,000 subscribers or 200. What I want to do is I want to keep that dirty bitch right there, the kitty, of course. I want to keep this parked. I want to keep the Type R. I don't want to get rid of it. The Durango is going to stick around for a while. I would like to get a Trackhawk and a ZL1. Now, a lot of guys park the shit in their driveway and don't work on it. A lot of guys own these nice cars and they don't do shit. So what I want to do is I want to get the Trackhawk, and I want to get a 2.75 pulley, or maybe even a 265 pulley. I want to pin the crank, and I want to get some better injectors for it and some colder spark plugs, and get a dyno tune, and I want to be on the streets with a Trackhawk making 900 to the wheels. Now, that is not far-fetched, and if I get enough subscribers, that's definitely going to happen. But I would also like to be able to get a ZL1, and I'd like to cam it, up the boost, and run like a 700-800 horsepower ZL1 as well, and I'd like to have them both in the driveway. And the reason is to bring you guys more content. I love cars, and so the thing is that as much as I love cars, and I like even exotic cars. I love Lamborghinis. One of my dream cars is an Aventador. Maybe one day on the channel I'll have that or something newer. So yeah, I agree, Dan. I agree. We got to get me to 200,000, and you know, if you guys don't want to see any more Hellcat footage or uploads, I can trade it in for a Trackhawk, and then I can get a ZL1 to go with it, or a Corvette. Doesn't matter. I'm definitely not going to get a Camaro and a Corvette. It would only be one or the other. I'm not dead set on the ZR1, but I absolutely love the C7 Z06. But the way it stands right now, oh, there goes an airplane again. So yeah. The good thing is I really want to show you guys content that's relatable. And as much as I love Lamborghini and I love Aston Martin's probably my favorite car ever made, but I want to bring you guys content on relatable content. I mean, like, I want to bring you guys stuff and shit that you guys can buy and that you guys like. It makes no sense for me to buy $1 million car and drive around in it and put $500,000 in parts. And I mean, yeah, that's cool and all, and maybe when I hit 500,000 I might buy one for the sake of it, but I want to bring you guys like fucking epic content that that you guys are into, like Hellcats, Integra Type Rs, maybe a Skyline, a C7 Z06 ZL1, a Trackhawk, shit that you guys like, shit that's somewhat affordable that almost everybody could afford, even though a Trackhawk is $80,000. I would like to think that most people could stretch for one if they really wanted one, but there's no way everyone can afford a Lamborghini because, I mean, let's face it, I mean, I'm doing okay for myself, and I don't think I would stretch on a Lamborghini. That would destroy me financially, and I'd have to sell a bunch of my cars to do it. So most people can't afford, you know, it's just hard to explain, but I just feel like a lot of these guys get these really awesome, epic Lamborghinis and shit, and they're awesome, but I want to do my channel differently. I want to bring you guys badass content. It doesn't have to be new either. I want to bring you guys shit that's relatable. Like I said, I want to get a 99 F-body Camaro, maybe get a nice fucking LS swap in there, or a cam, run like a WS6 maybe with a cam, some nice long tube headers, maybe pro charge a WS6, maybe just straight get a fucking, you know, SS Camaro and just cam and pro charge that. Just basic, you know, shit that you guys could, you know, relate to. Sorry, to the phone. Something happened there. Sorry about that. My phone just shut off. But yeah, I want to give you guys something relatable, and nothing is better than speed and something you enjoy. And there's so many good cars out there that you don't have to spend $500,000 on to go fast and make people enjoy it. I have a lot of people on my channel that have Camaros, that have Hellcats, that have different Chargers, Challengers. I have subscribers, a lot of subscribers now, probably a couple of hundred, that have Integra Type Rs. Like Joel's one of them. He's got, you know, an RSX Type S converted with all kinds of goodies in there. You should check him out. His Instagram's dope. He's got like all kinds of shit. Plus his car is Arctic Blue Pearl, which is one of my favorite fucking colors for an Integra. And then I got some guys from across the pond. So there's some guys from England that subscribe to me that have Type R. So lots of different people from all over the world, all over the country that have different cars. So I want to bring these cars to the channel. Like, people are afraid to work on their own shit, and they're afraid to get dirty. I'm not afraid to get down and fucking dirty on a car. In fact, I look like shit right now because I'm working in the garage. And what I will tell you is that one of my favorite cars to build fast is a Mustang Fox body. I can get a nice LX lightweight Fox body, and I can, you know, stick a cam in that, get an intake MSD ignition, just do some work. You can get 400 or 500 horsepower out of a 5.0 all day long. Now, not only that, I'm not biased like I tell a lot of people. I love Chevy too, so I get me a 1999 Camaro SS or a 2000. I can cam the shit out of it, put some long tubes on it, get a nice Lopey cam, the idle kind of bouncing around, and nice exhaust. Those shits will make like 400 or 500 themselves. You're talking like 11-second naturally aspirated cars there. And most YouTubers are afraid to touch that shit because they're outdated. Most YouTubers want to buy new shit with warranties. So if something breaks, they run to the dealership and get it fixed. That's great. I plan on having the Durango, the Hellcat, maybe a ZL1, maybe the Trackhawk. But I definitely want to have cars like the Integra Type R, the Skyline, an LS Camaro from the 90s, a Fox body Mustang. I want to build and cam shit and pro charge stuff, and I want to make just nasty, freaky cars that you guys love watching. So the Fox bodies are definitely some of the fastest, most affordable cars you can buy, as is the F-body Camaros. They're like just ungodly fast. They're just so damn fast. But yeah, I'm just gonna scroll through here because I can't quite read the comments fast enough. Oh yeah, the old school stuff. The DC5, DC2, the 350Z is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I used to own a 300ZX, and I love that car. It made like 180 to the wheels stock. It wasn't the turbo version. I wouldn't mind getting a Skyline or a Toyota Supra for the channel. There's just so many cars, and I know how to work on most of these cars, as I have friends that I've built them for in the past, and I've also owned a lot of these cars in the past as well. And so there's so much content I want to bring you guys, and I just don't want to walk around and talk about Lamborghinis and stuff like that. I want to show you guys how to work on your car. I want to show you guys what it sounds like. I want to show you guys how to do a bunch of different shit, like restore your paint, and just bring you guys fun, entertaining content that you can enjoy, that you want to watch. And in order to do that, the subscriber count's got to go up, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, you haven't seen nothing yet when it comes to my videos. You guys haven't seen what I'm capable of working on a car, or what I'm capable of running at the track, and the content that I want to bring you guys. The only thing stopping me from bringing you guys a tenth of my knowledge is the subscriber count. Once it gets up, you guys are going to see some pretty epic shit on the channel. I'm gonna be getting like new cars every 6 months to a year, and I'm always gonna have 3 or 4 cars. There's gonna be content galore. Like every other day there's gonna be like new videos, or every day, which I'm trying to post now. But the subscriber count, gotta get it up, guys. You guys are supporting me very much, and I appreciate you guys watching and enjoying the videos. And I know I put out a lot of Type R content over the last couple of weeks, and it's because I'm trying to get ready for Honda Day. So Joel, if you want to go down to Honda Day with me, let me know, because I'm going to Honda Day for sure. And yeah, I basically finance my vehicles. And I would never lease a car. I just never would, because with a YouTube channel, leasing makes no sense, because you're locked into a rate and you lose a lot of money if you break that 3 years or whatever it is. Financing's better. You just finance and trade in. And I really just love cars, so I just want to be able to trade in and out of them. And the thing is that I've been working on cars for over 20 years, and I've just never had a car channel. So it's time to bring the wealth of the knowledge, get the subscriber count up, and yeah, I keep my word. So if you guys get me 100,000, the Trackhawk's coming to the channel. Or if you guys would rather see a ZL1 or C7 Corvette, that's totally fine. But one of those 3, ZL1, Corvette, Trackhawk, one of them will come to the channel if I get 100,000 subscribers, 100%. And I really want to get a Duramax too. I really, when it comes to trucks, I don't have anything against Dodge Ram, and I don't have anything against the Ford F-150. They're not my cup of tea, to be honest. I'm a Dodge guy and I love the Rebel, but the Raptor and the Rebel are not really my first pick. I'm going to be honest. The Duramax is my favorite pickup truck ever. It's not expensive to maintain a Hellcat. I'll be honest, the Hellcat is, I would say it's probably one of the cheaper cars. I'm going to be honest. The Hellcat's probably cheaper to maintain than my Mustang GT500 was. Now, if you guys want to see pictures of my GT500, leave comments here and leave comments on my Instagram photos asking me for them, and I'll show you guys. I had a 650 horsepower Shelby GT500 that I sold last February for this, and I wished I had a YouTube channel for that, because I had a 400 horse Beamer and a 650 horsepower Shelby. What's up, Tony? I'll definitely post this to my channel tonight as well. But yeah, no, the Hellcat's easy to maintain. As long as you keep the oil changed, you're good to go. No matter what the dealership tells you on any car, especially a Hellcat, the transmission fluid is not lifetime. Since when did anything in this world last forever? It doesn't. So if you plan on keeping your Hellcat, if you have one, or your Scat Pack, your Charger, your Challenger, your Mustang, anything with an automatic transmission, if you plan on keeping any of them shits for more than 40,000 miles, I highly, highly recommend. I just telling you, change your transmission fluid. No matter what the dealer says, I don't care. They try to blow smoke up my ass about cars all the time, and I tell them, look, when they hit 40K, transmission fluid filter and change no matter what. You got to take care of the cars. And when someone tells me, oh, I went with my BMW, and he said, your car's got 60,000, it's lifetime. And I said, what does lifetime mean? He said, oh, lifetime means 100,000. I said, then it's not lifetime, you mean 100,000. And what they mean by lifetime is most people don't keep their cars past 100,000 miles ever, so it is lifetime. It's the whole lifetime of that owner owning the car, and I think it's utter bullshit. So I called him out at the service department, not in a rude fashion. I was just like, nothing lasts forever. I want you to tell me one thing in life that lasts forever besides taxes. Everything else has a death at some point. So I was like, I'm changing my transmission fluid. Now, the tricky point or part is here, guys, if your transmission and your car has more than 80,000 miles on it, you start to risk issues with the car. So if you're like, say, 100,000, I would not recommend changing your transmission fluid, because there's certain gunk and buildup in the transmission that forms over time, and when you remove it, things become weak and sloppy, and it can cause a lot of play in different parts of the vehicle. So yeah, I agree, Xander. They have no idea what they're talking about whatsoever. So I just letting you guys know straight up, if you guys have an automatic transmission in any of the cars you have, as long as you have less than 50K, change the transmission fluid. Some vehicles require certain fluids, like basically like the Dodge Charger Hellcat. You can't use anything but ATF +5, I believe, +4, +5. Mopar is the worst. You have to use Mopar fluid. You cannot use anything else. You put Dextron fluid in a Hellcat transmission or a Charger, Challenger, any Mopar car, you're going to blow the transmission. 100% fact. It's only a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb. Just like the Honda, Joel will back me up on this one. I'm sure he knows. You can't run any power steering fluid in a Honda except OEM Honda. That's it. If you run anything else, doesn't matter if it's AutoZone dollar brand or if you get $40 bottles of Redline fluid online, it does not matter. If you don't run Honda transmit or Honda power steering fluid in your Honda vehicle, eventually you'll have massive problems and failure with your power steering pump. It just so you got to follow the manufacturer recommendations, and on Dodge it's ATF. If you got BMW, then I highly recommend you know, using BMW fluid. Some vehicles you can get away with it. Now, with certain vehicles like the Mustang, if you have a manual transmission car, most likely if you have a muscle car, they're all using Tremec transmission or Tremec transmissions, however they pronounce that. And they typically have 5-speed and 6-speeds. They come in all the Shelbys, all the Hellcats. If you have a Tremec transmission, you can get away with using Redline, Amsoil, or Royal Purple. Manual transmissions, as long as it's a high quality fluid, you're good to go. But if you're using if you have an automatic car, you can't 100% cannot use anything but the manufacturer specs on that. As far as, you know, maintenance on the Hellcat, I know I went off on a ramble there, but as long as you maintain your transmission and your engine fluids and you don't over rev, and here's the key: no over revving, no misshifting, and absolutely no bad tunes. If you get a tune and the tune is good, you maintain it. You don't overshift or miss a gear or anything like that. And like I said, you maintain it. You'll be able to get 200,000 miles out of anything you drive. Maybe there's a few exceptions out there that are pieces of junk that no matter what you do, they're just gonna fall apart. And there's been quite a few of those. But Hellcats, they're built like tanks. You maintain them, you take care of them, you're good. And this beautiful thing right there will last about 400,000 if you take care of it. I mean, mine's got 118,000, and it's only suspension and things like that I'm changing out. So yeah, you know, the Hellcat, I'm just showing you guys another walk around of the Hellcat. She's so dirty, but I know you guys like looking at it. So, okay, go ahead and punch the like or the thumbs up on this video. Everyone start punching it. I want to see it jump. You guys want to see a fucking cold start right now. I'll just blast the shit, wake up the whole damn neighborhood. Well, not that anybody's sleeping right now. Just punch them likes. When they start climbing, I'll start this shit up, and someone's waving at me. Really? Who's waving at me? I don't see anybody waving at me across the street. Whoever's across the street, I can't see you, buddy. I'm sorry. But okay, so those likes just jumped up. I just got like 9 thumbs up. All right, I'm gonna go get the keys, keep punching the likes, and I'm gonna fire this up. I'm gonna let the whole neighborhood hear the kitty. It's time to fire this up. Okay, nothing sounds better than the Hellcat cold start. Well, once the GTOS exhaust goes on the Durango, I'm sure that's gonna sound really good. Okay. There's 25, let's go to 30. Let's get it to 30 right now. And I'm gonna fire it up. And get ready, key is in hand, red key in hand, there it is. Look at that. Ready to fire it up. We're four thumbs up away from firing this up. I just lost the thumbs up. Oh, that's going in the wrong direction. Oh, there we go. We're getting close. We're 3 away. 3 more thumbs up and I cold start the bitch. Okay, I don't like calling her a bitch, but yeah. I think she's a dirty kitty, and yeah, that's gonna be my nickname, the dirty bitch. That's what I'm gonna call her. 27, 28, 2 more to go. Red key in hand, ready to wake up the neighborhood. Whoever's taking a nap right now, they're not gonna like me very much, I'll tell you what. It's crazy because most people in the neighborhood that hear it love it. So it's, I've never really had any complaints, as loud as it is. I'm gonna be getting a new house probably in June, maybe July, or possibly next year if I don't find the house I want. But I'm getting a triple car garage so I can store all these cars in the garages. All right, you guys did good enough. If we can get to 30, that's good, but I'm still gonna start it anyway, so. Well, Xander, it's good that you brought that up. Before I cold start the kitty, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek on what's going on tonight. I dynoed the Durango today. A new video is going up tonight. Stay tuned for it. Dyno day was all day today with the Durango, and the numbers were absolutely impressive. There are some SRT Durangos out there that are saying they're only making 320 to the wheels. Let's just say mine is much higher than 320. I'll just tell you guys that mine made ridiculous power for being all-wheel drive. So you guys are going to love it. That video is going live tonight. Probably late, though. But yeah, I made all kinds of killer power with that car, or the Durango, I mean. And I've got the exhaust going on, then I'm going back to dyno it again to see what the exhaust made. And then while I'm doing that, I'm installing a cold air intake. I'm not going to tell you guys what happened in the video for sure, but you guys are going to see it, and then we're going to see what the exhaust made. Then I'm installing a custom-made carbon fiber intake. I didn't go with K&N because it just sits in the engine bay, and I wanted something that was going to be like the factory one but be higher flow. So I have a custom carbon fiber one that's going to be going in the Durango. So there's going to be some really good stuff. Once I break 50,000, I'm going to start looking for a supercharger. And once my channel has 100,000, I'm going to get a Trackhawk or a Corvette and then start the process on supercharging the Durango. Some of you guys had said earlier that I'll probably be there by the spring. I hope so. I hope by, you know, April, May, June, somewhere. You know, I'll be able to get to that amount of subscribers. Not a leg maker. I have leg maker on the Hellcat, and Chris Harrigan is an awesome guy, and his intake is absolutely fucking awesome. But the problem is, it's meant for the drag strip. It's going to shove a lot of air in the engine. It's very light. It heat resistant, or the heat resistant material is good. The problem is for daily driving, when I'm sitting in traffic on a say a 50-degree day, my intake temperatures are 110, whereas with the Durango they're only like 10 above ambient. So it's 50. The Durango's 60, whereas the Hellcat's 110. I don't like that. So I'm most likely going to go with AFE's Momentum GT box intake, or their open air filter like K&N with the heat shield, because Riley over at RP Productions, who I've spoke to a bunch of times, has told me about how he compared the AFE to leg maker, and the AFE, even though it was wide open like the leg maker, stayed about 30 to 40% cooler with the heat shield. So I'm probably going to get that because I drive in traffic a lot, but I'm not going to get that unless I'm keeping the Hellcat. So only time will tell, as I planned on going to HHP to pin the crank, put a pulley, and get about 800 wheel horsepower out of the Hellcat, which is 900 crank. Yeah, no, I got to figure that out first, but I want to go down there. Yeah, I would get an intake for your 5.7. I would definitely get one. I had a Momentum GT AFE, and I had a tune from Hemi Fever. Sean over at Hemi Fever, Fever. Sean Powell, I think is his name. So I had the Hemi Fever tune, I had the Momentum GT intake, and I had a Chorus exhaust. That three, you know, those three mods probably gave me at least 40 horsepower, I would think. Not to the wheels, probably crank. I mean, I had to have picked up 25, 30 wheel from those three mods, especially with the tune, and it was absolutely awesome for an RT. But the SRT is a beast all in its own right. But here we go. Let's do a cold start. Let's just start her up. Here we go. Uh-oh. Okay. My wife took the car out earlier. She must not have gas in the car. She took my car out, and I'll guarantee there's no gas. I'll bet money on it. And if there is gas, then it just means remote start too many times. It does that. But I'm going to fire it up manually. So, here we go. Oh, yeah, it is low. Yeah, you see? Come on. Why? Why? I don't... Oh, man, that really sucks. So I would rev it up for you guys, but here's the thing: you never want to rev a cold engine, ever, 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 ever. Like that's just like a nail in the coffin right there for your engine. It can take up to 20 minutes for oil to lubricate the engine to drive hard, up to 20 minutes. The key is letting the engine warm up so that the oil gets to a warm temperature. Now, some of the things that a lot of YouTubers and a lot of car enthusiasts don't understand or know is that oil does not lubricate your engine properly until it reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I don't know the exact temperature, so don't quote me on that. It's going to be like something like 176.8, something like that. I go safe, I say 180. The oil will run 180 and 190 degrees while you're driving it in traffic, sometimes warmer, and that's good. Oil does not lubricate an engine properly if it's below 170 or 180. So that's why most tuner programs for BMW or Honda won't let you get past a certain RPM unless you're above 170 degrees. So I'm just letting you guys know, don't rev your engine until your oil temps are above 180. What's going on, man? Listen to that grumble. But yeah, the wife had it low on gas. Can't believe that. I think it sounds great. Almost sounds canned. But yeah, it's very, very mean, and I love the Corsa exhaust on it. It sounds absolutely splendid. And here's something that's it's actually really weird, and I didn't notice this until this week. The Hellcat gets better gas mileage than the Durango SRT does, and not just a little bit better, significantly better. And what I mean by that is the Durango averages on the highway about 18 to 19, whereas the Hellcat gets like 25 to 27. The reason for that is weight, and not only the weight, another factor that plays into gas mileage is the fact that it's all-wheel drive. So those are two key factors that ruin you know, the gas mileage. Also, more power, the more power your engine makes, the better the gas mileage to a degree, because the engine doesn't have to work as hard. As crazy as that sounds, it's the truth. But yeah, no, I think that the Durango is better on gas mileage in the summer. I'll tell you guys basically what I've looked at as far as gas mileage is temperature plays a big factor in gas mileage. Now, what I mean by that is on a 50-degree day, if I'm getting 20 miles to the gallon, on a 90-degree day, I might get 22. And the reason is air is more dense when it's colder. And an engine needs three things to run. It needs air, oxygen, it needs fuel, and it needs ignition, spark. So what happens is on a 10-degree day, my Durango's only getting 15 miles to the gallon because the air is so dense when it's sucking the air in, it needs to compensate by running more fuel. So it keeps adding more fuel to compensate for the extremely dense air. So the colder the air, the worse the gas mileage, plain and simple. So when they rate cars for gas mileage from the factory, those ratings are done secretly at a temperature that you guys don't know. Like, not secretly, but there's a name for it, and I can't remember what it is, but it's the same as NHRA ratings for the track. Just because it says you're going to run 11.9, you'll probably run 12.5. It's the same with gas mileage. Gas mileage is on a level surface with no incline, no hill, at sea level, not in the mountains or anything like that, and they do it at a certain temperature. And the temperature they dyno the engine and gas mileage on is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, around 70 degrees. So yeah, if you're getting 18 miles to the gallon in Florida, up here you'd get 15. The colder the air, the worse the gas mileage is. But the Hellcat gets good gas mileage. 28's pretty good on an RT. I got like maybe 23, 24 on my RT. You're never going to see 28 on an SRT. Even in 4-cylinder mode on the highway, no hill, I'm getting 21. maybe 20 consistently. So it's the weight, the all-wheel drive, and the big engine, and the cold air. I might see 22 in the Durango in the summer when it's like 90 degrees. It's very possible. But the Hellcat, believe it or not, gets better gas mileage. It really does. And, you know, I say this to a lot of guys when I talk at car meetings and stuff. Where are you going to get a car like the Hellcat that has 700 horsepower, gets 26 miles to the gallon on the highway, feels like you're in a luxury car, and comes with a warranty and sounds as good as it does? I mean, it's the Hellcat, such an amazing, badass machine. And as much as I love the Challengers, I like the Charger better. Better aerodynamics, more room in the car for the family. And yes, they did, Jose. Dodge did it right for sure this time around. And something else I wanted to clarify too, a lot of guys don't believe it, but it's just the honest truth. Some Jeep guys got really upset when I did my review on the Durango SRT, and they were like, oh, well, they're talking about the Jeep. I love the Jeep. I'm going to be getting a Trackhawk most likely. I love the Jeep, but the thing is that the Durango has a better wheel balance, and it also has a bigger wheelbase. Or not wheel balance, weight balance is what I meant to say. And what that means is the distribution of the weight on the Durango is better. For instance, it's 53-47 on the Jeep, 47% of the weight in the rear. The Durango is 51-49. Some places rated at 52-48, but I think it's 49-51. It's very, very much as close as you're going to get to 50-50 in an SUV. I don't think there's any SUVs out there that are that close. But in any case, when you're launching in the quarter mile, there's something called the squat. And what happens is, when you launch a car, the rear end squats and the nose dives to the sky. That's what you want. And if a vehicle is more balanced, it will squat better. And if it squats better, your 60-foot time is better, which is the reason why I think the Durango is just as fast as the Jeep, even though it's heavier, is because I'm willing to bet that the 60-foot time on the SRT Durango is better. Now, I don't know for sure on that, but I'm willing to bet the 60-foot time is as good or better than the Jeep, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to bet it's better because of the fact that the weight distribution of the Durango is better. They are on similar chassis. One is a short and one is a Mercedes ML and one is a Mercedes GL, but the weight balance of the Mercedes GL, the weight distribution, should I say, is better than the ML, just as is the Durango. The Durango is a Mercedes in disguise with Mopar power behind it, which is the reason why it's such an amazing machine. Now, to answer that question that just popped up, gas in the United States is $3.39 a gallon where I'm at for premium. For regular, it's like $2.69, which, if you count that up, is about 65-70 cents a liter. The gearing on the Trackhawk, that's a very good question. I'm not 100% sure, but I know the Durango SRT and the SRT Jeep are geared identically with three, I want to say they're three, oh man, what's the rear gears? 343 rear gears? I have to double check on that, but they're pretty decent gears. And the Hellcat's a 262. A lot of guys, that brings me to another point, a lot of guys put the 309s in their Hellcat. Not a good idea. The 309 is a Scat Pack rear end. It's not meant to handle 700 horsepower. That's why everybody, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, everybody who's got a 309 rear end has got problems with it or they've blown it. And I know people, I'm not going to mention their names, they're YouTubers that have 309s and they've popped them. They're not meant to handle the Hellcat power. The reason Dodge put 262s in the car was so that you could get 200 mile an hour. And not only that, they also put 262s so your first gear would be longer and you wouldn't burn out as much. I would not want to drive a Hellcat in first gear or second gear with 309s, I'll tell you what. But, you know, each to their own. You have to understand the mechanics of a car to start doing these kinds of mods, and some guys just jump, you know, head first into it and start putting stuff all over the car, and it turns into a nightmare. So I would never do 309s on a Hellcat because eventually they'll blow. There's no way they're going to handle that much power. Eventually. Everything always breaks eventually. 262s might break, but who knows? I don't think I've ever seen anybody break the 262s. But yeah, if you just want to make a video, show you guys what's going on with the Integra Type R. I'm about to finish putting the header on and fire it up. I don't know if I would do E85. I've never wanted to give my bitch the corn. I've thought about it. Maybe in the future if I keep it. So Yeah, the thing is that E85 can make power, but I would just rather stick with 93. 306s and an RT is more than fine. 309s is perfect for any Challenger or Charger with the exception of a Hellcat. I know a lot of guys would want to flame me or argue with me on it, which is fine, totally cool if they want to, but the 309s were never designed for a Hellcat. They never came in the Hellcats ever from the factory. They were never meant to do it. The 309 is an SRT Scat Pack engine, or meant for the Scat Pack engine. It's a 6.4 liter, 485 horsepower rear end. It's not meant for the 707. So if anybody's putting a 309 in their Hellcat, that's fine. It's their car. They can do what they want. Guaranteed, it's only a matter of time before kaboom happens at the track. So I'll just stick with my 262s, and if I want to go faster, I'll just get drag radials and I'll just turn the boost up. Or I'll run the corn, like Xander was saying. You know, it doesn't matter, but definitely not going to put 309s in a Hellcat. That's like me going out and putting in SRT connecting rods in the Hellcat. Why would I do that? The rods are definitely going to blow, and it just makes no sense. They gave you all the goodies in the Hellcat. No sense in touching them at all. But now, I'd want 309 gears for the track, though. That's why the guys do it. They want the 309, and I would want the 309 too. Just, I'm not going to do it because it's not strong enough. But yeah, I've got a lot of good stuff coming for you guys. Let's get the subscriber count up. You guys are doing awesome sharing the channel. The more subscribers I have, the more content, and I want to go full-time. And right now, I'm 60-40 in favor of YouTube over my career, because I'm making YouTube a career now. So yeah, it's official. Let you guys know that I'm dead serious about this stuff. This is it's been my whole life. I've run performance shops. I owned one before, so this has been my whole life, even behind the scenes. So might as well just bring it to the YouTube channel, and that's what I'm doing. So if you guys can get me to 100,000 by the summer, this summer is going to be fucking epic. There's going to be so much shit. If I hit 100,000, the moment I hit 100,000, I'll be on a live feed like I'm right now, watching it hit 100,000, and I will go on a live feed into the dealership, and I will order the Trackhawk on live feed. I'll go see Keith over at Sansome. Will order the Trackhawk. Now, I don't think I'm going to get the Trackhawk in white. The first vehicle, other than my Mustang and my Durango RT I had last year, the only two vehicles I didn't have in white in the past 8 years, because even my BMW was white, I think I'm going to get the Trackhawk in silver. It's either going to be like that silver color. I think they have Destroyer Gray or Bruiser Gray. I like those as well. But if I'm going to do a Trackhawk, I'm going to do black. I'm going to murder it out. It's going to have, you know, tinted windows. Everything in the car is going to be blacked out. The lug nuts are going to have black covers on them, just like my Hellcat. Everything. Not one piece on that car is going to be another color. It's all going to be black. It's going to be murdered completely end to end. And I'm going to up the boost, and I'm going to tune it. I'm going to void the warranty the first week it's here. And it's going to be all black everything, and just like you said, Jose. And I'm going to turn the boost up, take it to HHP, and have like 800, 900 horsepower. It's going to be great. I thought about hiring a camera person. I have guys who work with me because I'm a videographer and photographer. I run a company that does films and weddings and events and stuff like that. And yeah, I've thought about it. Maybe in the future once the subscriber count goes up. But I do film on higher quality cameras. A lot of my subscribers have mentioned that they love the quality of my videos. That's why I use higher quality cameras, is because I'm a professional, you know, photographer, videographer, and I use the higher quality stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff coming. I cannot wait, guys, to get the, you know, subscriber count up, get a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, I like Blackhawk for the license plate. Is that what you're saying, Xander? Am I pronouncing it the way you're making it short form, like Blackhawk? That'd be really, really fucking cool. I almost want to call my Hellcat. I have a name for my Hellcat, and I want to see if you guys like the name. I want to call the Hellcat. I was calling it a dirty bitch earlier, but I was just poking fun at the Hellcat. I've been thinking about calling my Hellcat Abaddon. Now, I don't know if you guys follow Supernatural, or if you guys are religious, or if you know, follow the whole suit with Dodge and their demon and shit. But Abaddon is basically the angel of death. And the Jewish community refers to Abaddon as a bottomless, endless pit of hell, or a pit in hell. So it's basically the bringer of death, the angel of death, and the endless pit in hell. That's the name Abaddon. It's a very religious kind of name, and I really wanted to call my Hellcat Abaddon, and I think that's fucking badass for a Hellcat name, since the word Abaddon is angel of death. So yeah. Now here's the tricky thing. Oh, you're at the dealership, bro? That's pretty cool. Oh, that's really cool, Xander. I did not know you liked Supernatural. That's fucking awesome. Castiel is awesome. Awesome shit, Jesse. You got K20 Type R. That's fucking awesome too, bro. Great engine. So yeah, just let you know, Xander, my son's name is Xander too. I love the name Xander. I named my son Xander, so that's pretty cool. I wanted to name my other son Castiel, and I also wanted to name him Misha, because Misha Collins plays Castiel, and I love the name Misha. Also love the name Castiel, but yeah, I want to call it Abaddon, but I'm not 100% sure, and Blackhawk for the license plate would be just dope as hell. I think I'm missing another comment here. Oh yeah, Frank, does getting a tune void your warranty? Well, here we go. I'm going to teach you guys something really cool about the car that a lot of people argue with me on forum boards about, and I just don't stick around to argue, because it doesn't matter what they say. They're trying to deter you and scare you. I'm going to tell you guys the facts right now about how the tune works. Okay, so you get an unlocked PCM for the Hellcat or Durango or anything beyond 2015 or newer. Some of them will throw a P1400 code. Doesn't fucking matter about the P1400 code. Does not matter at all. When you're ready to go into the dealership, remove your PCM, put your stock one back in, drive around for about 30 miles, turn the car off, let it sit overnight, start that son of a bitch back up, drive it around for 20 miles, take it to the dealership. The dealership may or may not see the P1400 code. If they see it, say you don't know what the fuck they're talking about or why it's there. You've never done anything to the car. They're going to inspect your car, and guess what they're going to find? Jack shit. And then you can tell them you don't fucking know why it's there, to get on with their day, clear the code, and warranty, and stop bullshitting. There's nothing they can do about it. It's point blank. Number two, as far as tuning your car, and with a tune on these vehicles, the only way you're fucked if you tune the car is if the engine blows on the side of the road. Don't be an idiot and tow your car to the dealership. Tow it home, change the ECU back to stock, and then turn the ignition on and let it sit for a couple hours. Turn the ignition off. Turn the ignition on. Go through some key cycles. They'll never know it was there. They can't prove it. Well, except this video, so don't share it with anybody who works at a dealership. I'm sure Keith is going to see this shit, but anyway, I'll tell you guys another thing about the car. Here's some food for thought and some knowledge on the Hellcats, and specifically Mopar PCMs. And I'm going to tell you guys how this works. You have a PCM, which is, you know, the computer module. You have a body control module, which is a BCM, and you have a gauge cluster. Your mileage is stored in the cluster, not the PCM. The PCM does have a record of your mileage, and I'm going to tell you how this works. If you take out your stock PCM with 1,000 miles and put a new one in that's tuned, and then you have 9,000 miles and you go back to stock, yes, the PCM will show that you have that you have 9,000 miles on the cluster and 1,000 on the PCM. Yes, there'll be a discrepancy. However, the body control module periodically checks the PCM and the cluster, and if they do not match, it overwrites the PCM with data from the cluster. So as long as you go through a few key cycles, the cluster will match the PCM. That's a discrepancy that will be avoided at the dealership. Now, if people are talking about the body control module not doing that, they're dead wrong. The body control module's main focus is to do shit like that. I know it because I've had a BMW, and BMW has all kinds of good shit going on them, just like the Hellcats do. I'm going to tell you guys something else. All the electronics in a Durango or Charger Challenger, anything Hellcat SRT related, all the electronics are made by Continental. If you look at any of the body control modules or the PCMs, they say Continental Corp, and they're from, I think they're from Turkey. They're from Europe for sure, but I think they're made in Turkey. But in any case, they're all Continental. Now, if anybody's worked on a BMW or Mercedes, they're all Continental as well. Dodge didn't invent the electronics that are in the Hellcat or the Durangos or these new 2015 electronics that Fiat is buying because they're a European car company. Well, they didn't invent the wheel. Continental's been in BMW and Mercedes, which I've owned and worked on my whole life. And I'll tell you guys that no matter what Dodge says about them trying to implement new securities into their PCMs, this shit's been going on for years. The body control module overwrites the PCM with mileage, and it overwrites information that it sees discrepancies on. So swapping PCMs, the body control module is going to overwrite it. As long as your cluster is accurate, there's nothing that can be done. And as long as you go to the dealership without a pinned crank and your engine's not touched and you have a tune, how the hell are they going to prove you've had a tune? What, because you have a code? Doesn't mean nothing. I know people that have engine codes in Hellcats that have never had a tune. I have a P1400 code, and I don't have a tune or didn't have a tune when it happened. So if you guys are thinking about that stuff, food for thought, body control module overwrites that info. Don't let the dealership fuck you around on that, because they're not going to outsmart me, that's for sure. And I know for a fact, if they can't prove physically there's a PCM that's unlocked in your car, the code basically is just a flag that says, hey, check me out, there could be something wrong. All that is a warning. It's just a warning. It does not prove nothing. So don't let your dealership take advantage of you, because they're full of shit if they try to. Just remove your PCM, guys. Remove that PCM. If you got a pulley on there, you're going to have to take the pulley off, otherwise you're still risking getting caught, although they most likely will not know. But if they don't see the pulley, there's no way they can get you for a PCM if it's not installed. Long story short, just wanted to give you guys a lot of good information there. I see there's some comments here. What's up, Street Pride? Good guy with a Mustang. Check out his channel, guys. Street Pride for sure. I've checked him out before. Thanks, Jose. I appreciate that. And I do see Mike said clean the garage. Oh, Mike, you have no idea how many times I've tried to clean the garage, but I just get it jumbled with stuff all over the place. You want to get LEDs put in your car, bro? Are you looking at doing that to your Hellcat? Like, are we talking about these lights right here? Like the LED racetrack lighting that's on the rear and the front, those kind of lightings? Or are we talking about like another vehicle? Because I like Diode Dynamics, and Steve, Chicago Scat Pack, has an Instagram channel. He went with Diode Dynamics too. And I love them. They're filthy. I just love the way they look, and that's who I recommend. If you're in New Jersey, there's a guy in Clark. There is a guy in Clark, I believe, who does this. Now, I can't tell you for sure what his name is, because I don't know. I can't remember, but there is a guy in Clark who does those. On the 2017s, I'm looking at Cool World asked a question. Let me just see here. What did he say? Oh, yeah, that was based on the question I already answered. Okay, cool. Hennessy is really cool. They do a lot of good shit down there. They don't have a very good rep for some reason. Riley at RP Productions wasn't happy with them about something. Bunch of other guys, you know, and I don't know. I don't want to get involved in it. That's why I'm not saying nothing. But I just heard they were kind of like Skunk 2 almost. Like a lot of people are ragging on me for getting Skunk 2. And that's only because of the sway bar issues with Skunk 2. And they didn't fit in the beginning, but now they do. I have not seen that. No, I haven't. But like basically, you know, the way it stands is Skunk 2, the owner was involved in some really bad shit. Back about 6 years ago, which I don't care for, care nothing of. So a lot of people were mad that I went with Skunk 2, but to be honest, if you're an Integra Type R guy or a JDM guy, there's really only a few headers. Toda, Buddy Club, SSR is no longer around, so Toda and Buddy Club are the only real good ones. NVIDIA are behind. They're not making any more for a while. So I went with Skunk 2, and I've dynoed them all in the past, and Skunk 2 make a ton of power. So sometimes companies can get a bad rep for doing something wrong, and then everybody thinks they suck shit because they had a mistake. So Skunk 2, Hennessy, both in the same positions. Hennessy had some issues going on, which I don't know the details on. I don't care, really. They make great power for their vehicles, so props to them. I love their cars that they're putting out. They're fucking awesome. And I never judge anybody unless I know the facts, so I have nothing against Skunk 2. And I don't have anything against Hennessy either. So yeah, take your car to Hennessy and make all kinds of power. There's also another one in Florida. I cannot can't remember the name of this place. It's in Florida. I think they're called, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's a place in Florida called Forza, like the video game, like Forza tuned. Oh, my wife is home. There's the Durango. You can see it pull up. She took the Durango to pick up my son. Real sexy. But yeah, yeah, Forza tuned in Florida. I think it's Forza tuned in Florida, and they are just so badass, guys. If you're thinking about Hennessy, just check out Forza tuned. They make some stage 4 Hellcats that are 1,000 horsepower all day, and they're badass. You guys got to check them out. ForzaTune.com, I think, or something like that. They just put out some amazing vehicles, and I want to take my Hellcat down there, but it didn't work out. I ended up sticking around here and just doing the YouTube channel and going to HHP, which is what I'm probably going to do. They were going to contact me to do something there, so it never happened. But maybe it will in the future. Who knows? Maybe I'll take the Trackhawk down there. Who knows about that? Yeah, Mustangs are very big in Florida. I've had a couple, and I love them. And yeah, I thought about the GT350R, I did. And with the new GT500 coming out, I thought about that. But I really like the Trackhawk, and I absolutely love the Camaro. And I just really want a Camaro or a Corvette or a Trackhawk. If I get a Trackhawk, the Camaro or the Corvette's going to come soon. So for tuning the Type R, honestly, I'm... yeah, there it is. It's in Pinellas. Yeah, that's Forza tuned. As far as tuning, I usually street tune my own Type Rs. My RSX I street tune myself. I can get a good street tune out of it. It's not going to be as good, I think, as the dyno per se. I might be a few percent below, maybe 10 wheel horsepower less on that kind of a setup. But if I'm going to tune my Type R, I don't know. I don't know anybody in New Jersey who does like Honda work and stuff like that, so I got to figure that out. I'll have to see. I'll have to look around. If you guys know anybody in New Jersey who does import tuning, just let me know. Let's see. What you said, what do I think about the new JL? What do you mean by JL? I'm brain farting right now. I'm sorry. I can't, I don't know what you mean by that. I should know what you mean by that, but I don't know. Slipping my mind what the JL stands for. But yeah, I'm going to definitely have to get this up and running tonight. Gonna finish it up, get a cold start for you guys. Oh, the Wrangler. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't. Well, I think I saw the Rubicon today. That's the only Jeep that I've seen besides the WK2 or SRT. So I saw that today, but I haven't had a chance to really look into it. I've always loved Wranglers though, so I'm a Jeep guy. I like the CJs, I like the Wranglers, I like the WK1s and 2s. Absolutely amazing trucks, or SUVs, crossovers, whatever you want to call them. That's another argument that people like to bring up, but I love them all. Oh, Keith bought one, or you mean he got one into the actual dealership? Because I was there and I saw a red Wrangler there. You said Yo Solo? Is that? I've never heard of that. Oh yeah, the red one's really nice. Oh, my son's here. You guys should say hi to my son. Xander, you want to say hi? One of my subscribers' name is Xander. Say hi to my subscribers, buddy. You want to say hi? My.
Hi.
Hi. Say wave. Wave to the subscribers. My son's 2, and he absolutely loves cars. This is gonna make you guys laugh. You're gonna like just love to hear this. My son doesn't watch TV like kid shows. He watches YouTube and he watches burnout videos. He absolutely loves cars. You like say car for everybody. Tell him you know cars.
Whoa!
You see the cars on the jack? He sees my car I'm working on in the garage, so he said, "Whoa." The Integra's in the garage, buddy. Tell everybody you like cars.
We're going to see.
My son is really cool. He loves cars, and I love showing him the cars because when they start up or I rev them, like you see, he's gonna get in the Hellcat. You want to get in the Hellcat? Look. Oh, be careful. Yeah, he likes getting in the cars. He He absolutely loves them. And I'm very lucky and fortunate to have a kid who just absolutely loves cars as much as he does. I do have to take the red key from him because he will remote start it. Thanks, buddy. Sorry, you can't start the car right now. It's low on fuel thanks to Mommy. But he went in the car, and you guys notice this? Look where he went. Right for the driver's seat and the steering wheel. It's okay, buddy. You can still sit there if you want. Oh. Be careful of your boots and the seats, buddy. All right, time to get out. Unless you want to stay in there for a couple minutes. I'm not concerned with my seats. Family's more important. I'll just clean them. It makes him happy, and that's all that matters to me. Is he loves cars, and I want to bring him up the right way, loving cars and enjoying them. So I just let him. You know, some people get mad at me and they say, "Oh, I got a message from somebody on Instagram that said, hey, why do you let your kid jump all over your car and dirty it? It's a car." Just like when people ask me, "Why do you drive your Hellcat in the winter?" It's a Hellcat. It's a car. It's not $1 million car. It's a Dodge Charger with a great engine. It's a beautiful car. It's meant to be driven. I mean, I don't want to store it in my garage so that, you know, it's a perfectly brand new car so that when I trade it in, the next sucker who buys it gets it for $50,000. I paid $70,000, and now he saves $20,000, gets a new car. It makes no sense. I just drive the car, and in the spring I spray it down with water to get all the salt off. So I'm not really materialistic like that. When I buy cars, I drive them. If I get a Viper or a Corvette, that shit's going to be on the fucking road all year. I don't give a shit about the snow or not. It's going to have snow tires. And if my son wants to touch them, it gets dirty, oh well, I don't really care about that. It's all about the content for the channel, having fun with the car and owning it and driving it and just having a good time. Are you putting the four-ways on, buddy? You can't start the car because the key is on the trunk. It won't let you. You want to get out? You want to get out of the car? You can't drive. He wants to go for a ride. Cute little guy. He just loves cars. You can stay in here a little bit longer until I finish my video, but you have to stay safe. Don't open the door without me, okay? He just... chains on the vet. Yeah, right. For sure. No, but I look at him there. Look how happy he is. Look at him. It looks like he's caught taking cookies out of the cookie jar. Isn't it crazy that my son is 2 years old and he would rather sit in a car watching YouTube car videos in the car than sitting on the couch watching kid TV shows? He just, like, how many 2-year-olds do you know that just want to sit and play inside the car all day? Like, he just sits there and plays with the cars all day long. And I buy him toy cars for Christmas or birthdays or whatever, and he likes, you know, playing with those. But as soon as he sees my cars or he sees them start up or I go somewhere, he wants to be. Congratulations, Jose. When is the wife due? Yeah, he's a future gearhead in training. Yeah, I heard about the negative stuff with Hennessy too, but I don't, not the details. I just heard that people were unhappy, and I have no idea why. Congrats, Jose. Kids are a gem to have. They're not hard. I'll be honest, dogs are a lot harder than kids. And definitely, he's definitely my son for sure. And no, kids are a joy to have. And you know, I've had you know, many of my friends ask me, is it hard work being a dad? Absolutely not. I'm doing YouTube and being a dad, so no, don't worry about being a late you know, late father, Jose. I definitely started late myself. I didn't have my first kid till I was, you know, Xander. I was 33 years old. I may not look 33, and I bet most people don't think I'm that old on the channel, but I've been working on cars for 20 years. I was about 13, 14 when I started turning wrenches. And my son is just having a blast. He's still in there. Oh, 40, you got me beat by like 6.5 years. It don't matter. It's there's no such thing as too late. It's never too late. You only live once, so it's better to do it now than to have never done it. So definitely do your thing, and don't let nobody stop you, and have fun with it. I mean, being a parent's a lot of fun. I mean, I get to share the joys of my YouTube channel with my son and stuff like that. And if he ever needs to learn how to work on cars, I want to teach him how to do all that stuff. You've seen my dad. He's a car person too. He reacted to my Durango SRT video, so that's awesome. That I've got a dad and a son that both love cars. Look at him running back and forth. Come on, let's get out of the Hellcat now. Come on. Come hang out with me. You're jumping all over the car. He's in and out of the back seat and everywhere. He just loves cars so much. But hopefully you guys had some fun today in the live video. I have 2 videos going up. One tonight for the dyno video. I also, thank you so much, Jose, to you too, buddy. And I've got another video coming out tomorrow of finishing this header install, which is definitely going to have a cold start. You guys know I'm going to do a cold start of the Integra. I know Joel's going to be looking forward to that, seeing the Integra Type R cold start with a race header. That's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be so damn awesome to hear that. Jake, since you're joining in, I don't know if you've been here the whole time or not, but the Charger, I actually just picked up an unlocked PCM and tune for it back in September, October. I never put it on the channel, but I do have a tune, an intake, and an exhaust. I anticipate it's making like 750 right now. It's filthy nasty. The car makes no traction at all with the stock Pirellis. Even in 3rd gear at full throttle, halfway through it spins everywhere. I can burn out in 1st gear with the Continental tires, and those are some hefty 315s. But you know, where else are you going to get a car with 700 horsepower and have a kid fit in the back seat with a car seat? I mean, my son can go with me everywhere. Oh, you trying to get out, little buddy? All right, there you go. Okay. All done? He's getting out of the car now. Yeah? Say hi. That's it. You're not going to say anything. Say hi. He doesn't want to say anything else. But yeah, that's all I got done to the Hellcat. You guys should check out colorlugs.com. I know Brian over at Colorlugs. Ciao. Yeah, that's an airplane. Did you say airplane? That's awesome, buddy. All right, so here we go. If you guys see right here, I got black color lug covers on from colorlugs.com. Check those out. You can't really see it at this angle, but if you look at the Hellcat, you can't see the chrome because they're covered up. They make every single color you can think of: red, white, blue, orange, like all kinds of different colors. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I hate chrome. If you guys want to come meet me, the car meet is at Menlo Park Mall, Edison, New Jersey. It's at Macy's upper level parking, 8 p.m. Saturday night, tomorrow night. So if you guys want to meet me out there, Edison, Menlo Park Mall. Well, the thing is, Casey, is the Hellcat engine is forged. Tim Barth is a really well-known tuner in the country. So basically, he's done some tests, and the Hellcat started blowing around 1,300 horsepower to the wheels. So what Dodge has done is they built the car to be able to handle about 1,200 wheel horsepower. So I would say safely 1,200 crank is what they built it for. And they only gave it 707. When the Demon came out, they built it to handle even more horsepower. I bet you the Demon does 1,300 wheel all day without blowing an engine. If you're under 1,000 crank on a Hellcat engine, you are not blowing that engine if you have a good tuner. If you have the right spark plugs, enough fuel so you're not running lean, good injectors, and a really good tune, the engine is the last thing on earth you're going to have to worry about in a Demon or a Hellcat. The transmission will go before the engine will. In fact, the first thing to go is going to be the rear axles, the subframe mounts in the rear, as well as the drivetrain. If you guys have fortified all that, if you have a DSS drive shaft shop, you're good. And if you've got some drive shaft shop axles and you've reinforced the subframe, take your transmission to Paramount. Look it up. There's a company called Paramount Transmissions, and they will build the tranny to hold 1,500 horsepower. Then you could run your Hellcat at 1,200 all day, and the engine's not going to blow. Now remember, it's all in the tune. A shitty tune, you're going to blow an engine at 800. So just make sure you're a reputable tuner. AJ over at Hemi Tuner, Josh at HHP in Delaware. AJ at Hemi Tuners over in Long Island, Babylon, I believe, or go to Tim Barth in Illinois. Those are the 3 big guys that I recommend to tune the car, and as long as they're tuning it, you're not going to have any problems with a Hellcat. Yeah, are you showing me the Integra Type R? And Joel, I will post this video tonight. But I'm going to get going with my little man here. I'm going to make him some dinner, get him fed, finish this video for you guys so I can upload it tomorrow. Got to edit tonight. I'm going to be up all night late editing for you guys to put up the Durango video. It was on the dyno. I would love to meet all you guys tomorrow night. So if you're only a couple hours drive away and want to do it, definitely come out. Thanks, Casey. I really appreciate it. You too, Jose. And I'll post this video. It'll go live to my YouTube channel. So you have this video that'll be shared. And then, of course, as well as the Durango video going up tonight and the other video tomorrow. And come check me out tomorrow in Edison, New Jersey, Menlo Park Mall at Macy's upper level. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Share the channel, everyone. Got to share the channel. Let's hit 100,000. As soon as I hit 100,000, even if I do that by next month, I'll go get a Trackhawk next month. So if you guys want to see the Trackhawk or the Corvette or the Camaro ZL1, let's get it. Peace out, guys. I will see you on the next live video, which will be either tomorrow or Sunday. A lot of good stuff coming. Let's do 120K. We can do it, guys. By the end of the year, I'd like to be at 150 to 200. I know it can be done. I've got lots of info I want to share with you guys. Lots of content, lots of knowledge. So, yeah, a lot of awesome stuff. Take care, Xander. Take care, Rick, Tony, Joel, all the guys watching, Jose, Hemi Muscle, all the guys that have joined in. If I haven't said your name, I apologize. Peace out to all you guys. 100,000 is going to be easy. Right now, every one of you guys get on social media and just share the channel. I got so many videos out now. We can just start sharing it. Let's get it. I'd like to hit 10,000 by the end of the month. Let's hit 10,000 by the end of January. And then I'll do a big giveaway. Peace out, Casey. I'll chat with you guys later. Share the channel. Thanks for the support. I love hanging out with you guys. I really do. Maybe we'll start doing live videos every other day and then eventually every day. So, yeah. But until the next video, guys, have fun. Be safe. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.